Joining me now is Cornel West, author and professor of philosophy and Christian practice at Union Theological Seminary, and Larry Elder, host of the Larry Elder Show and the author of Dear Father, Dear Son. Gentlemen, welcome. We're going to talk about the race for the White House, but first I want to get your reaction to the woman that I just spoke with, Charnisha Corley, who she had a cavity search in a busy parking lot because officers suspect that she had marijuana on her. She says that she was essentially raped. She says it's discrimination. Cornel West, you first.
Well, one, I think we just want my dear sister Corley to know that many of us in this country, we care for her. That's why we're fighting in Ferguson, we're fighting in New York, we're fighting in Oakland against arbitrary police power, trying to bring an end to this war against drugs, which is very much a war against people of color, disproportionately poor. And this arbitrary police power is not confined to the black community, but it tends to be disproportionately targeting the black community, and there has to be some police accountability.
Mr. Elder?
Well, certainly from what you've shown us, it appears to be excessive. I still don't know why she was stopped in the first place, how they got close enough to smell the marijuana. But certainly it appears, based upon what you've now told us, that it appears to be excessive. But what I don't agree with is that this is some sort of microcosm of how police are treating black people. In the last 30 years, the percentage of blacks being shot by police is down 75%, while the percentage of whites being shot by the police has flatlined. And the Department of Justice ordered the National Institutes of Justice to do a study called Traffic Stops and Rape and Race, and turns out 75% of the black motorists who were stopped believe that they were stopped for legitimate reasons, and no matter what the offense is, whether it's speeding or driving without your kid with a child safety belt or safety belt, it turns out blacks were more likely to violate these traffic laws than anybody else. So there's a reason why a disproportionate number of blacks are being stopped and being questioned. The question is, we can't have a legitimate discussion about police conduct without having a legitimate discussion about behavior.
But Larry, doesn't this story, though, exemplify? I mean, this woman is a perfect example, though, of why some African Americans believe that police discriminate against them in very violent and even deadly ways. You can't deny that, even from this one story.
There are 330 million people living in this country. Every day you can find some story that might be disturbing. The question is, on a day-to-day basis, are black people harassed, pulled over by the police for no reason? And it's not true. In 1997, you guys, CNN and Time Magazine did a poll of black teenagers and asked them whether or not racism was a part of their daily lives. 89% said it wasn't part of our daily lives. In fact, more white people than black teens felt that racism was a problem.
And there's you're going to see soon.
Brother
there's a new
Larry,
poll coming out that shows something very different. Go ahead, Cornel West.
But no, I just don't know which world Brother Larry's living in. I can start with my own
Central,
life.
brother.
I can start with the lives of my friends. I can start with the lives of others who not only report, but could testify to the degree to which arbitrary police power in black America is not just intense, that the government doesn't even keep figures on how many black people get shot and other people get shot. So when you trot out these statistics as if somehow we ought to downplay the state of emergency in poor America, and especially poor black America, when it comes to arbitrary police power, becomes just a way of rationalizing
Professor?
the status quo. And I'm not convinced, my brother.
Okay.